Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to ZeerTalks and welcome to this stream. Listen, I want you guys to do the following favors and also welcome in here. But anyway, as I said, do me the following favors: subscribe and press the alarm bells for future content notifications, such as streams like this, videos, community content, shorts, which I'm thinking of doing one today. We'll see, inshallah, or maybe if not tomorrow, but we'll see. Like and comment your way through the stream. Go check the socials, TikTok, which is, it's dark, black. Yeah, it's black and it's dark in my room, so you can't see it. But TikTok, Instagram, and X, dumb name, but again, same as TikTok, it's dark, so you won't be able to see it clearly. And listen, most importantly, people, ya Jama'at al-Khair, take care of yourselves, be happy and satisfied wherever you may be. Now, listen, guys. I say we talk about the games that happened last night. Now, I have to be honest. The England game, I was falling asleep for a majority of that game. But I will say this. Despite some players playing poorly, they delivered when they needed to. And because they delivered when they needed to, guess what happens? Guess what happens? This is the result. I'm not even kidding when I say this. The result I'm about to show you is what happened thanks to certain players turning up, bro. It's mad, wallahi. It's mad. But, yeah, we're looking at this, guys. And we're looking at this. 2-1 England after extra time. Now, when you look at these stats, you'd think, England, not clinical. Slovakia, not clinical. Well, I'll tell you something. Slovakia had a very good go at England in the beginning. They were pressing the hell out of them. England looked lost with a lot of their pass. I will say few of the players were the only ones that tried to go for anything like crazy with their passes, which I respect. But even then, not good enough. Kyle Walker got cooked. I thought Stones tried the passes I was talking about, crazy pass, but didn't execute well. Declan Rice. And there was another player I'm missing. Who am I missing? It was another player. Those were the guys I can think of right now. Otherwise, really, nobody really done much. And I'll tell you guys something. I mean this. You see, England, they really escaped. If it wasn't for Jude Bellingham having the balls to score that bicycle kick, which, by the way, brilliant. I'm not even going to take that away from him. Despite him having a poor game, the fact that this guy scored the bicycle kick, this is why people respect him. I've said this before. For one second, I'm going to get my chart. This is what I mean. People respect Jude Bellingham because of these moments. They don't respect Bellingham because of his overall game, which, by the way, his overall game also is getting too much disrespect as well. Guys like me will only just say that, he's slightly overrated because of the fact that people say he's better than Musiala on the ball. But in reality, it's Musiala who's better. But again, Jude Bellingham's mentality is so nuts that the guy just turns up. You know what I mean? He just turns up out of nowhere and he pulls off these mad goals. You know what I mean? So you have to give him, and he pulls it off at the timing that his teams need him. So again, respect has to be given to Jude Bellingham, despite him having a poor game. Not like I'm forgetting he had a poor game, but again, he turned up. Credit goes to him. Harry Kane, I didn't like the fact that he drops deep too much, and I'll still address it. But again, respect to him for, turning up in extra time. Although I do feel like Tony being subbed on helped a lot, contribute to that. I actually do feel that's the case. I feel like Eze also helped when he came on. Cole Palmer, when he came on, wasn't the best, but again, wasn't the worst. But yeah, I thought in the first half, the best spark of their team was Kobe Mainoo. He was the one driving the ball forward. He was the one trying to find some risk. It was simple, but again, he was brave in a different way. He was brave in like the fact that he was trying to drive the ball forward. Everyone was just trying to be simple. Everyone tries to be simple. Everyone tries to drop back, and everyone tries to do whatever they have to do. Like, this Kane dropping deep, man. I've said it as a Bayern fan, and I'm going to say it again. Just stay in the box, bro. Like, and by the way, fans are over-exaggerating it as well. Kane shouldn't be the guy that's dropped. He shouldn't be dropped. I'm sorry, he should not be dropped. He is their best striker. He is their best striker, can create and can score. The only problem is he overly drops deep, so the fans are like saying, Kane has to be dropped. No, he shouldn't be dropped. What should be happening is Southgate, if he has a brain cell, should be telling Kane, no, listen, I understand you can create. I understand you can score goals. listen, you are here to be a striker and a goal scorer. We have enough creators in this team. I need you to just be in the box. If you have to link up with a few creative players here and there, cool, do that. But we don't need you dropping deep, trying to create chances for others to score. It don't work like that. And if he's gonna do, and if he was actually to drop deep, why isn't Jude Bellingham taking his place? Jude and Kane are in the same areas again. Like, I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. But anyway, the goal they conceded from Slovakia, I mean, Gay, he gambled, trying to win the ball. And obviously, he lost the ball. I lost it, but he didn't win it. So obviously, Slovakia gets through. And by then, Stones is left on his own with Trippier as well. Like, engaged, recovers too late. And by then, they scored. So it's just one of those guys. It's just really one of those where England, again, they don't play good enough, but they somehow get over the line. And the mad thing is, when Kane made it 2-1 in extra time, guess what happened? They went back to putting men behind the ball. They put men behind the ball still. It didn't matter. They still put men behind the ball. And because of that, I'm telling you, bro, England against Switzerland, they could be finished. They could actually be finished. Their luck may run out. Like, it's all good Jude Bellingham doing that. It's all good Kane turning up as well when it matters most for once. Well, I don't even want to say matters most, but matters most in that game specifically, Like, it's just, I don't know, bro. I don't trust this England team to win anything. And to be honest, I hope it don't happen either. Because I'm telling you something, if England wins, we're never going to hear the end of it, despite how bad they've been playing. We're never going to hear the end of it. Wallahi, do you guys want to hear all the crap that they're going to say? Nah, man. But listen, if we're trying to be objective, I think Southgate might have to make a sacrifice. And people are going to say Bellingham or Foden. I do agree with that, or Kane, but I think it should be either Bellingham or Foden. And to be honest, you're not going to sacrifice Jude Bellingham, because you know what's the difference between Foden and Bellingham? And I hate to say this in a way, but because I actually do rate Phil Foden, like as a baller, I think he's a better baller than Jude. But one thing I'll rate Bellingham more than Foden is he turns up when it matters the most. Now, it's weird for me to say that, but for me, what I mean by turn up, like he's in the right place at the right time to score the goals. That's what it is. Jude Bellingham is that guy. And you know what? In football, players nowadays, they get more respect for turning up, right position, right place, right time, and they have the balls to take certain shots when they need to. That's what Jude Bellingham does. And that's why he gets the respect that he gets, And yeah, obviously, because the respect that he gets, some people will also downplay it. Don't get me wrong. I do think in that regard, the amount of respect he gets is too much compared to some players. But again, he also turns up. So you also have to give him the respect that he deserves. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things. I have to be honest here. Jude deserves the respect, but I also think people overrate. Like, there should be a fine balance with how Bellingham should be rated. You know what I mean? And not just him, so many players. But because obviously people nowadays, they want to be overreactionary. They want to say, oh, this guy is not good. That's it. Oh, he's overrated, so he's not good. Or he's underrated. It means he's good, but nobody rates him. Like, I don't know, bro. To be honest, sometimes football fans make people's lives so much harder, because then the one judgment will make the other fan basically say, screw this. I'm going to now hate on that player because he's getting all the help when he shouldn't be getting that. Oh, I just muted. My bad. But again, it's just, yeah, man. Anyway, England, they somehow, go through, And listen, bro, and listen, people. I can't even speak English sometimes. It's just, I don't know. England, if they win that, they play either the Netherlands, Romania, Austria, or Turkey. England ideally should be going to the final with looking at all the talent. Will they, though? Will they? I don't know. But hey, crazier things has happened in the past. So who the hell knows, bro? Listen. Is there any other player I'm missing in this? Let me go look at the lineups. So obviously I had Pickford in goal. Walker. By the way, Walker got cooked. I don't know if I mentioned he got cooked. Stones, again, I already thought he wasn't the best. I mean, I appreciate his bravery, but his passes did not materialize at all. Gay wasn't at his best, but I think part of it is obviously the yellow card. We got it early. Trippier was awful. You know what? I actually don't know who's in their squad, but I've heard that Gomez can play left back. Maybe they need to give that a shot. Who else have they got in there? They got or they got Luke Shaw, but I don't know if Luke Shaw is fit. They have to figure out something with left back. I'll be real. They really need to figure out something with left back. But I thought Mainu was a spark. Declan Rice, some recoveries was okay, but again, even then, and even he tried some things, but bro, he again, same as Stones, did not materialize at all. Saka and Foden. By the way, a lot of fans are saying that Saka and Foden, because they're creators, Kane dropping deep is an issue. I think another issue is also where Bellingham plays. I mean, Bellingham, basically, if Kane's dropping deep, Bellingham should compensate, but he don't compensate. So it's just one of them. Again, as I said earlier, I think if everyone's going to do what they're doing, Kane needs to just stay in the box. Kane needs to stay in the box and let everyone do something. And by the way, there's one point that I noticed, and it's the truth. Big up Sam, he mentioned it. If Kane is in the box, everyone's going to be marking him. So because everyone's going to be marking him, guess what? Frees up all the spaces for Bukayo Saka, right? And Phil Foden. And it's the truth. It actually does. I didn't even deepen like that, but it actually does. So listen, at the end of the day, Southgate, he needs to stop being stubborn and actually start realizing the truth and the reality. And the reality of the situation is there's too many good players, but these too many good players, they don't complement one another. Somebody has to be sacrificed. Whether it's, I mean, I just said don't drop Kane, but if you're gonna drop Kane, I mean, you bring on Ivan Toney, they're similar. It don't make sense. The only difference is Toney brings more of a physical threat. But even then, like, my main concern is a Foden or a Bellingham. But you're not gonna drop Bellingham, so it's Foden. Foden's gonna be the odd man out because at least Jude Bellingham brings a moment from out of nowhere. You know what I mean? That Real Madrid juju is hitting him. So, yeah, for me, listen, I think we're going to have to start having conversation about Phil Foden. And by the way, Phil Foden has not been performing. The goal he scored, he was offside as well. Listen, man, England. Well, what can I say about England, bro? Typical England. You know what I mean? This is what we have to deal with, bro. England. And obviously, when they came, extra time or beforehand, I mean, Palmer already mentioned Eze. Well, I thought Eze brought a mad spark to the game. You know what I mean? Gallagher, he was just there to do the dirty work. Cone's the same thing. Like, come on, man. No, I mean, it's just England, bro. Seriously, comments. Listen, when you hop on in here, I want you to like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you got to do. And let me know what you think. You know what I mean? Because, I'm curious to know what you guys think. What's your perspective of all this? Because England is just weird. It's like they have the players, but they ain't got the system. They ain't got the chemistry. They ain't got nothing. They just got the moments out of nowhere. And Jude Bellingham was the best example. And by the way, anyone that's going to be disrespecting Jude Bellingham right now, well, I'm going to tell you something. See that bicycle kick? That bicycle kick, I'm telling you, that bicycle kick is so hard to execute. It's mad, wallah. It's actually mad. He's so tall. The ball went so low. And even then, the guy was like, screw, I'll take the bicycle kick in the 95th minute and I'm going to score it. Do you know how mad that is? No. Do you know how mad that is? Like, that's crazy. Like, wallah, that is absolutely crazy, Like, yes, did he have a tendency to complain? Yes, I hate that about him. Cool. Since he joined Madrid, I actually think he's toned that down a little bit. You know what I mean? And he's been playing his game, and he's been backing it up, whether he had to drop back and do the role of an 8, whether he has to do a role of a 10, whether he has to do a role of, a 9, false 9, whatever it may be, he still does his job. He still does his job. He doesn't care where he plays. He'll do a job. The only thing I don't like about Bellingham nowadays is fans overglazing him because of his... I'll give you an example. Jude Bellingham is better than Musiala because Jude Bellingham has better ability. Huh? No. The only reason why he gets more respect than Jude Musiala is because, again, the guy has top mentality and is there at the right time to score the goals. But this is why I've been saying as a Bayern fan, I need Musiala to be doing the same thing. I need Musiala to be grabbing the game from the scruff of the neck. This is why I've been saying this, because I know Jude Bellingham does it. Hell, even at Manchester City this past season, and even in previous seasons, not as much as last season, but he's still done it here and there. Phil Foden was doing this. You know what I mean? But this is why I've been putting the likes of Foden over the likes of a Musiala, right? This is why I've been at this moment in time, right? This is why I've been putting the likes of Jude Bellingham in terms of turning up in that regard. The only thing is that Musiala, all he has over the other two, actually not as much, actually not really Phil Foden, but over Jude Bellingham, is that he's such a brilliant footballer. He's gifted, and he's brave on the ball. That he'll try to glide through play, but he overdoes it. You know, when you overdo it and like it's starting to get predictable, and now you're gonna get caught out. This is the problem with him. You know what I mean? But listen, well, we'll see how all these players develop, how they transpire, the years come by. But I'm telling you, boys and girls, I'm telling you, as of right now, I will say this: at least Musiala is turning up for Germany. At least right now he is turning up. Foden isn't. Jude Bellingham is turning up. We have to, be realistic there. You know what I mean? So again, so many things can change, but I just want to be proven wrong, man. I want to be proven wrong. I want the consistency to shine for Musiala. I want Jude Bellingham, to start performing like to his own strengths. Because to be honest, if he does, then that's when he really does deserve respect. And right now he actually is. So he deserves respect. You know what I mean? Now, and don't get me wrong, I'm not the biggest Jude Bellingham fan. The only reason why I'm saying I want him to do this is because, to be honest, a guy like him, a mentality like him, deserves to be put on the pinnacle. Let's be honest, he actually does deserve it. It's just too soon of the glazing. You know what I mean? It's too soon. Too soon. Also, this Harry Kane disrespect, man. We're acting like this guy ain't a top striker anymore. So, all of a sudden, everybody needs to drop him. And as well as when I talk about him dropping deep, guess what happens? Nobody cares. The moment England play, he drops deep. Yeah, well, hold that. I told you all, nobody want to listen. Don't get me wrong. Is he an unbelievable goal scorer? Yeah, he is. He actually is an unbelievable goal scorer. I thank him for that. This guy scored over 50 odd goals for this club, for my great club. Yeah, despite losing. Despite losing everything. So people are going to call him now the reason to why, we lose. But let's be real. Let's be real. Everyone else around him stunk. And him dropping deep didn't help neither. And that was partly a Tuchel issue. And but then again, he's adopted that idea from Jose Mourinho at Spurs and Tuchel at Bayern, and he's brought it to England. He's brought it to England, and he's doing it to players that shouldn't be getting this. If anything, Kane should be in the box, or if he's going to drop deep, Bellingham should compensate. I don't know, bro. England, see how they do. We will see how they do, inshallah. But I'm telling you, man, I hope they lose. Will they lose? We don't know. I mean, I'll tell you that don't underestimate Switzerland. I think Switzerland can do a job on them. I actually think they can. If England are not careful, Switzerland will take care of them. I'm telling you guys. Well, let's watch out. You know what I mean? So, anyway. Let's go to Spain versus Georgia. Where is... I wonder if I'm doing this video too soon, stream too soon, but anyway. Boom. Yep. Okie dokie. So Spain won 4-1. Now, I'm not going to lie, I fell asleep because I was very tired, not because the game was boring. The England game was boring. That was where I could say, but this one is just... I mean, look at this. Spain actually cooked Georgia. It's actually not funny. Look at this. 35 shots. I know they should do better with the on target, but they still cooked, man. And this is who Germany has to face next. This is who Germany has to face. Deutschland, we got to face this. Hey, Deutschland might be fertig, bruv. We may be finished. No, but I'm not going to exaggerate like that because I don't think the Spanish defense were tested as much this entire tournament. I mean, other than the beginning of the game where Georgia even got a goal and no more, the center back, this guy. Where is he? This guy. He got to, and by the way, I think Laporte can be tested as well. but nobody's testing him neither. I will say this though, Cucurella is playing phenomenally well. It's crazy. I don't know how Chelsea don't know how to use him at times, but it is what it is. Carvajal, again, this guy he's just, you know what it is, yeah. He's one of those guys that he's a good shithouse when he needs to be, and as well he's just effective, man. He needs to overlap. If you want him to overlap, he'll overlap. You want him to cross the ball, he can cross the ball. You want him to defend, he'll defend. He's just a machine at right back. Nobody gives him enough respect, but I will. I think Carvajal deserves all the respect in the world. I think this generation, he should be in one of the best right back conversations, man, because he's been brilliant, man. It's just seriously, nobody gives him enough credit. We're all talking about English right backs. Hell, guys like me are talking. I used to talk about Kane, but to be honest, the guy barely played right backs in 2020, so I stopped with that talk. You know what I mean? But it's just, wow, man. Carvajal, brilliant. Pedri, if this guy stays fit, unbelievable baller. See, this guy was cooking left, right, and center. Ruiz, I've never seen this for PSG or Napoli. Not like I've watched Napoli enough, but PSG, I've never seen this in Champions League. What's going on? How is he cooking? No, this guy is cooking up something I never knew he can cook. Rodri, hey, we know what Rodri's all about. And that was a brilliant finish for his goal. Although apparently there was an injury who was hurt. That's kind of, that's kind of bad to see in a way that he took advantage of an opportunity while a man's down. But hey, listen, hopefully that guy's good, you know what I mean, from Georgia. But again, man, it's just Rodri, opportunist. No, referee didn't blow the whistle. That's on the referee. So fair play to Rodri for taking advantage of opportunities there. And then Morata, Morata, I'll tell you something about Morata. Morata right now, he is blessed. He is blessed. The guy is blessed that he has Yamal and Nico Williams. By the way, I want to say something about Nico Williams because I'm looking at him and I'm like, if he joins Bayern, I'm taking him in a heartbeat. All right? Nico Williams is that type of player that don't give no damns. He's going to cook you left, right, and center. He don't give a damn. Him and Yamal, they don't care. They'll try to cook you. They'll try to kill you. And this is something Joshua Kimmich and David Raum need to watch out in the quarterfinals for. They need to watch out for this. And Rudiger needs to wake up for this too. Imagine if he cuts to the fullbacks. What's going to happen to Rudiger and Tah if Tah plays? I think Schlotterbeck should keep his place. But if Tah plays. Listen, it's just what I'm telling you. These men are going to be dangerous next game. Next game, they're going to be dangerous. But Morata, I'm hoping he misses shots against Neuer. I actually do. I actually hope he misses shots against Neuer. I think Uni Simon, by the way, I don't know how you say his guy. How do you say this guy's name? I'm going to press this guy's name. Unai Simon. I'm very sorry. Unai Simon. I hope he has a stick. Because by the way, he nearly got cut out to Kvaratskhelia when he had his shot. But speaking of them, man, they just got cooked left, right, and center, man. I mean, but Kvad didn't play bad. I didn't think he played bad, to be honest. This guy has been phenomenal all tournament. I think clubs should be starting looking at him. Maradashvili, top goalkeeper. Clubs need to be looking at him. I would have taken him last summer, but again, now it's too late because we already, extended the deal with Nubel. So, yeah, guys, I don't know. Personally, for me, Spain are looking dangerous. I can't lie. They're looking dangerous, but at the same time, if Germany's on it and they're brave, that back line can be so. I mean, the two center backs. The two center backs can be sussed out. I actually believe in that. I do believe the two Spanish center backs can be caught out, especially if Cucurella and Carvajal bump forward. If they go forward, they could be caught. But I could say the same about Germany. If Kimmich and Raum aren't careful, with Yamal and Nico Williams on the wings, again, we can also be caught out. So it balances out. I think it's going to be an end-to-end game. I'm not going to lie. I think these are the two of the three best teams playing against each other for a place in the semifinals. And it's just all about who turns up on the day. You know what's going to be really important for this tie or this game? my goalkeeper, Manuel Neuer. He's gonna be the most. Well, I think he's gonna be the most important player that game, and I'll tell you why. Because we know Spain are gonna get a chance. We know it's coming. Let's not lie to ourselves. We know it's coming. Manuel Neuer is gonna have to have the game of his life. No bozo moments. Nothing. Save after 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 save. We need to see that from Manuel Neuer. We need to see that Manuel Neuer that was one of the main reasons to why Deutschland was world champions in 2014. We need to see that. Because if we see that, I'm telling you, Germany can go through. Despite people talking about Spain. And do you know what? Spain do deserve credit. I actually think they do deserve credit for the way they play their football. Usually they play tiki-taka. Pass. Wallahi, and who's this manager, bro? This manager, he deserves a lot of credit. Wallahi. Because the previous managers is all tiki-taka, all boring football. This is actually him letting them be free. They're all free. Free to do whatever the hell they want. What's this guy named Di Fluente? Whatever his name is, bro. What is his name? Luis de la Fuente. Or not, no, wait. Luis de la Fuente. There you go. I hope I said that right. This guy deserves all the credit in the world. Because the way he allows his team to just be free. To whatever you want, but also know where to be and when to be there. This, I have to say, deserves all the plaudits, deserves all the credit, because we're lacking this in football nowadays. We really are. We really are. We're lacking this idea of just letting players be free, letting players do whatever the hell they need to do, but also let them know that they need to be in the right place in the right time. And this is working for them. Germany with Nagelsmann, there's a bit more control. I feel like there's like a bit more control in the way that they play their game. Germany's still passing the ball, simple. And Nagelsmann needs to change that. I think Kroos and Kimmich, again, I've been saying this, they need to be guys that take more risk with their passing, more diagonal passing. Gundogan needs to be that player that he was against Hungary, where he was basically linking up with everybody, providing the options for the likes of Musiala. Even Wirtz wasn't good enough at that game. Andrei, Kroos, and even for Havertz, which, by the way, Havertz should not be starting that game, but I'm not going to talk too much on that. But my thing is, Spain can be got at if Nagelsmann changed certain things. But at the same time, Spain can also look at Germany and think that if Nagelsmann doesn't change much, Germany is there to be got at. So this is why I'm saying, in case that Germany is there to be got at, and they do get got at, Manuel Neuer is the most important player. I know people say Toni Kroos, and yes, I do think Kroos is also an important player. I think Manuel Neuer, I think Anderlecht needs to be a dog, but he needs to calm down. I think if he gets a yellow card, he misses the semi-final. Kimmich, I think, is another important player, because I feel like Kimmich, him going forward too much, could either make him or break him. The way he moves, basically. If he goes forward, him managing his movement. Because if he goes too forward but gets caught out, Nico Williams, he has a field day. He's having he's going to have the time of his life. بيكون متحمس. Well, he's going to be excited. But again, the same thing goes on the other foot. Cucurella and Carvajal, Again, as I said earlier, going to be end-to-end. It's going to be very interesting to see how they do. You know what I'm saying? But listen, Spain, man, they look dangerous. I have to admit, they look dangerous. Even some players that came on, which are the likes of who came on? I forget, because I had to watch the highlights, guys. Keep that in mind. That number 6. Who was that number 6 that came on? Marino done pretty good. Olmo, he scored a goal, brilliant goal. Grimaldo, Oyarzabal, Navas, they all done well, all of them. They all looked like they were cooking up something. So, listen, Spain, bring it on. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not gonna come out here and tell you I'm overly confident. But I'm not gonna come out here and tell you I'm overly negative about this, because I think Germany has been performing very well. And by the way, people need to keep in mind, Germany have the fans behind them. We got the fans on our side. This is an opportunity. An opportunity to prove to the world why Germany should be back. Like they should be respected. But will they be respected? We will see. Will they do their job to be respected? We will see. You know what I mean? Anyway, not like there's many people in here. Barely anyone's popping up on this stream. But I'll tell you what, for those who are, like, subscribe, comment your way. Nobody's commented, which is kind of a shame. I kind of want to have a conversation. But for those who wants to join, here you go. I'll give it a few minutes. If nobody joins, I'm going to end it here. You know what I mean? In the meantime, I'm just going to be chatting. You know what I mean? And, yeah, man, listen. England, they need to do better. Switzerland, they look pretty good, dangerous. Watch out for them. Who else went through? Spain, already mentioned it. Germany, already mentioned. That's going to be an interesting game. Today, we got France, Belgium. France is going to kill Belgium, I feel like. I feel like Belgium will have a few chances, but then they have Lukaku, who's going to miss. Yes, I'm calling him Lukaku, right? So, obviously, the likes of an Mbappe or Theo Hernandez or whoever, they're going to kill it off. I feel like what other game is on tonight? Portugal versus Slovenia. Portugal, I'm telling you, Portugal, they need to play better ball. Martinez needs to make proper subs. But I do think they'll beat Slovenia because I don't think Slovenia have it within them to take their chances. Šeško needs to have a game of his life for that to happen. Sporar, same. And some players, Oblak is going to have a game of his life as well. See, bro, let's see. But, yeah, again, guys, whoever wants to join, link is over here. Have a say, But, yeah, like, subscribe, do whatever you got to do, take care of yourselves, be happy wherever you are. And, yeah, listen, let's see what happens, man. And there's also tomorrow, who's playing for Romania, Netherlands at the Allianz Arena? Hey, Romania can pull an upset, but let's see what Netherlands can do. You also got Austria versus Turkey. Big up Turkey, but hey, I think Austria can take care of business. And you know what, guys? Nobody's turning up. Am I posting this stream too early? I actually think I might be, I think I might be, guys. But let me know in the comments, because I'm going to end it here. Since nobody wants to hop on, nobody wants to watch. I've left the link out. Nobody wants to say anything. Listen, I'm going to tell you guys this. Subscribe, press the alarm bells, like, comment your way through on playback. Go check the socials. And most importantly, Jama'at al-Khair. Take care of yourself. Be happy, satisfied wherever you may be. I'm going to bounce now. See you later.